Hi everyone, on this week's SocEnt Q And A, Melanie from Devenishgirl has asked how you ensure that collaborative partnerships with other social enterprises and charities work for everybody involved. So when we've worked with different organisations, we have made sure that we've got pilot programme funding because it's a new way of working. Generally it's a new project that we've started and that costs money. So we have made sure that we've got some additional funding so that we can trial it out, trial the partnerships with those different organisations and trial the work, because the rest of our profits are allocated to providing training and jobs for unemployed young people on our Macaroons That Make a Difference training course. So the time that you put into creating new partnerships can be quite a lot, and you're never really sure whether you'll have much of a feedback for that, much of an output for it. So it's really important that you do fund that properly if possible. So we've always made sure that in the funding bids we've had enough admin time to fully cover the whole process of organising those partnerships, and especially when working with social enterprises, that we fully fund their time. It's really important that when working together we make sure that we value each other's time. It's really important to be as transparent as possible from the outset of what outcomes you're expecting from the whole project and from other organisations, so that will give them the opportunity to say what's possible and where there might be potential roadblocks. Again, it's just communication that's really important and funding each other's time.
Hi, my name's Georgina James and I'm the Managing Director and Founder of the All for One Partnership. Today I'm going to share my thoughts around partnering with other organisations to create social impact and some of the key considerations that need to be taken into account. For me, having synergy and alignment is quite critical, as it promotes authentic engagement and really creates the environment for successful collaboration. It helps to facilitate mutual support and focuses on the overall aims of that partnership. One of the first things to determine is the agenda, the purpose of the collaboration, and choosing the appropriate structure for that collaboration. For example, if it's a one-off initiative or whether it's a longer-term partnership. Drawing up a partnership or collaboration agreement really helps to align both parties' interests and really focus on that common agenda. It's worthwhile noting that each party may go into the partnership with various objectives, but however, having that common agenda really kind of focuses attention on those things. There needs to be clarity on desired outcomes and how they will be measured, and that's often done using KPIs, key performance indicators, and they're a good way of linking back to the aims and objectives of the partnership. Other important factors are creating communication channels, effective communication channels, and that's often done by using steering groups or a steering committee. Clarity around roles and responsibilities is very important, because then you understand obviously who is responsible for what and delivering by when. There needs to be consideration given to funding and the returns that each party is expecting as a result, if any. Finally, having a structured approach ensures that you find the right solution most appropriate to achieving the aims of the project. Hope you found that useful, and thank you for your time.
Hi, this is Newman from BOM. Thanks for your question, Devenishgirl. So in terms of getting the structure right around collaboration towards social impact, first of all, be really clear from the outset about what the outcomes are that you expect for the project, what the outputs are going to be, and then be really honest with your collaborator about what your skills and capacity is. So if you don't get that really clear upfront at the beginning, then you can hit some real stumbling blocks. So being very open and honest with each other about skills and capacities and what you can bring to the table at that particular time. And then being very specific about who you're working with. So are you working with a freelance social entrepreneur or artist, or are you working with a big corporate organisation? There isn't a one-size-fits-all approaches, and I think your collaboration and what you bring to the table has to change depending on where you're both at in the project. So, you know, if you're working like for like, then that's a much more straightforward situation. We're working with an organisation in Indonesia at the moment, and trying to do social good through the project also means that we take less of a cut when it comes to allocating the budget on either side, because we want to make more of a difference and more of an impact in Indonesia. So it's being really clear about who you're working with, what you can bring to the table, what your skills and capacity are, and being culturally sensitive to the restraints and opportunities of both partners before you even begin to look at the split. So then the final thing is looking at the budget based on all of that context and finding an agreement that hopefully works for both of you.